Anyone who reads my reviews knows one thing. I really enjoy Bob Odenkirk as an action hero. While most modern action stars seem to be reluctant to take a big screen beating, Odenkirk is defined by his willingness to take a licking, with his characters aspirational in their resilience. Getting knocked down happens, but can you get back up again? Just like nobody spun his Better Call Saul persona into a killer action role, Normal does kind of the same thing with his scene-stealing turn that he delivered in Fargo's first season. Here he plays a modest part-time sheriff, albeit one with a tragic past, who makes up what he lacks in brawn with craftiness, and he's easy to underestimate thanks to his easygoing demeanor. So in this one, basically, the interim sheriff of a small town who's there on a 6-week contract has to defuse a bank robbery, but when he does so, he inadvertently stumbles upon a conspiracy that engulfs the whole town, leading to a massively violent firefight that takes up about an hour of the movie. Now, Normal, which comes from Nobody writer Derek Kolstad, plays perfectly to Odekirk's strengths. It's loaded to the brim with action, mostly in the form of shootouts, although there are also some brutal hand-to-hand scraps peppered in. It comes from director Ben Wheatley and is highly reminiscent of his own Free Fire, with about an hour of the movie taken up by a sustained action sequence spanning the geography of the town in which Odenkirk's character Ulysses is trapped. The plot is admittedly convoluted, with the town somehow tied to the Japanese Yakuza, meaning everyone is armed to the teeth and thoroughly corrupt, aside from a few stragglers. Mostly, though, it's an excuse for Odenkirk to wield some heavy firepower as he goes to war with the townsfolk, with heavy doses of black humor in the way he dispatches some of the unlikely villains. The movie is definitely a showcase for Odenkirk, but he's less indestructible here than as Hutch in Nobody. Ulysses doesn't have the same hidden skill set. He's competent with firearms thanks to his lawman training, but when he starts firing off heavy artillery, he becomes outmatched, and that's part of the appeal. The fights are similarly desperate and violent, as Ulysses usually faces off with opponents who are as untrained as he is, with both sides using anything around them to inflict maximum damage. Ulysses is also shown to be highly empathetic, striking up a strong bond with Jess McCloud's Alex, a young veteran and daughter of the late sheriff who's considered an outsider in town due to her identity, which is nicely conveyed in a quick sequence. Her training proves valuable, and she shares a father-child kind of chemistry with Odenkirk. Lena Headey is solid as the town's barkeep, while Ryan Allen is alternately funny and menacing as the deputy sheriff eyeing Ulysses' job. And then there's Henry Winkler, oh yes, the Fonz, cast way against type as the town's shady mayor, who also scores one of the film's biggest crowd-pleasing moments. Now, as much fun as I had with Normal, Wheatley and company do struggle at times to keep the tension alive, with the device that sets up the final showdown feeling a little too convenient. That said, the climactic battle royale is terrific, so it's ultimately worth it, even if the resolution leaves a few too many threads dangling for my taste. In the end, Normal was exactly what I wanted from a Bob Odenkirk action flick. It's packed with carnage, with him in top form as both an action star and leading man. His chemistry with McCloud is especially strong, and if a follow-up were to happen, to focus on the two of them as a team, hey, I'd be first in line to check it out. I give this one pretty solid 7 out of 10.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. JoBlo was created by movie fans for movie fans, and we appreciate your support.